Donald Trump calls on his presidential opponents to take a mental acuity test, claiming he is the most competent to be president. Watch this.
Being an outstanding president requires great mental acuity and physical stamina and strength. If you don't have these qualities or traits, it is likely that you will not succeed and you will disappoint the entire world, let alone our own country. We need to make America great again. Take a competency test. Let's see whether or not these people that are running for office are competent. I took the test 2 years ago, and I aced it.
This is coming from Donald Trump, who has shown himself time and time again to be the quintessential alpha man at the peak of his mental and physical well-being, right? And I mean, how can you not be with all those Diet Cokes? And although I am surprised that Donald Trump would pass any sort of test, there is an interesting aspect of Republican ideology that we can glean from his dizzying comments, let's say. And that is the fact that conservatives manipulate conversations around mental health only when it is convenient for them, for their own political gain. It is no secret that mental health is a growing concern for Americans who, after the pandemic, have seen devastating impacts on key metrics that measure factors like happiness and suicide rates across the country. But that is of no concern to Donald Trump and his Republican lackeys, who only ever take on these dilemmas to undermine their Democratic counterparts with backhanded accusations that attack their abilities to lead an office. The only other times that Republicans care to chime in on these issues is when they're making fun of them, shamelessly berating the crippling institutions and medical legacies that make managing the mental health crisis in America more difficult. A difficulty that in most ways Republicans are culpable of. Just watch this next clip of Donald Trump uncharismatically spoofing cancel culture as it relates to the use of the outdated term of insane asylum. Watch this.
They're mental institutions. They're insane asylums, a word you're not supposed to use anymore. Words you're not supposed to use. Unlike Biden. I have 3 words for you to get. We don't want to be caught in that predicament. So 2 words. Insane asylum. These are words you're not supposed to be using anymore. It's not politically incorrect. But mental institutions are being emptied out.
Okay, so firstly, the word insane asylum has not been canceled. It's just not correct or relevant anymore and has been phased out in favor of more descript language. But the more interesting point is Donald Trump's own treatment of the subject matter. I mean, can you not sense the amount of resentment and disregard Donald Trump has for these types of institutions? That clip alone is a clear example of the destructive implications of Donald Trump and his ignorance around the crisis of mental health. And these despicable actions would be less frustrating if they weren't the officials responsible for depriving the proper mental health institutions and professionals with proper support and governmental initiatives. We need to, at the very least, hold the Republican Party accountable for taking the mental health crisis in America seriously. Maybe we should institute a not be an ignorant a-hole test. I think that would work. Did you like this video? Then you'll love this next one where this MAGA grandma gets caught in a feud between Steve Bannon and Tucker Carlson. Click on that video on screen here and make sure to also check out my playlist below for a running list of my content. This is Adrian Costa with The Breakdown. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check back for more videos. See you guys soon.